1051.
You're gonna need to get you some new shoes. Look. You make sure my son ain't dead when you do it neither, right?
Right. When?
I'll give you the signal. I want Ghost dead before I get out.
It's Power 105.1, home of the Breakfast Club. Angie Martinez, Not Hip Hop and R&B. It's your main man, EmEz. And in the studio this afternoon, it's the Sunday Sit Down, and we're watching the Miss Universe pageant. And across from me this afternoon, lovely Miss Leslie Lopez, who looked like she might have been in the contest. How was everything? What's up?
Thank you. That's very sweet of you to say. Thank you.
From Power?
Yes, from Power. And I will say that Miss Columbia won last year, so hopefully we continue our reign.
And you're Colombian?
Colombia, yes, I'm Colombian, yes. Representing Medellin, Paisa.
Oh.
That's right, Medellin.
Yes.
And it's Medellin, not Medellin, for everybody to know.
I used to watch the...
Entourage?
No. There was a documentary I watched, and the guy was like, in Medellin, Colombia. I was like, yo, fam,
Exactly.
come on, man.
Exactly.
I was watching Narcos. I'm all in. I don't know if you've ever watched Narcos.
No, I've actually kind of had like a personal embargo against it. No, I love the fact that it's doing well, but you know, it's telling our story, and at least, you know, get the accent right.
Oh, okay, got you. They're not using Colombians.
Well, you know, it's okay that they use actors that aren't from the Colombian ethnicity, but at least get the accent right. The accent is very, very important to Colombians. So,
Why
anyway.
is that? What?
Well, I will say, okay, I'll say this. Colombians are very prideful. We have a lot of pride.
Gotcha.
And, we're cocky son of a bees.
Gotcha.
Well, I don't know. Can you curse on this? I just want to...
Yes, you can absolutely curse. We'll leave it out. Don't worry about it.
I'd like to hear that.
Now, let's get into you now.
Sure.
The show Power. They've told me you're the shooter. Is this true?
Well, yes, I am the shooter, the stabber, the slicer.
You taking bodies.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this art imitating life? Or are you just a great actress?
I'm just a great actress.
So you wouldn't hurt a fly?
Obviously.
I don't believe it. I don't believe you. You're Colombian. They're feisty. Don't do that.
Okay, no, yes, I am definitely feisty. I'm pretty sure that the showrunner, Courtney Kemp Agbo, probably saw that I had a little feistiness in me and was just like, yeah, she could probably, run with this. And I was like, hell yeah, I can. What you want me to use? Guns, knives? What you want?
Gotcha.
I was like, I got it.
So how did you get into acting?
So ridiculous. How did I get into acting? Well, I've always known that I've had a very animated, enthusiastic, energetic personality.
Where you from?
New York.
Where in New York?
Columbia. Well, first Columbia.
Obviously.
And we moved here when I was like 8. And we moved to Hudson Valley, Rockland County.
Okay.
And so lived there, was raised there, and I was in politics first. Started working for Hillary Clinton, actually. I was a political science major.
Wow.
And once I started working in the political realm, I realized that, I didn't want to get caught up in the 9-to-5 situation, and I needed a little bit more, I needed to express myself. I needed, and I didn't want to work for a politician. I didn't want to be one. And I knew that I had a message. I needed a voice that wasn't going to be compromised. And what other way of doing that but art? And so then I threw myself into acting. Went to LA, did the grind out there. It's hard out there. I got a lot of advice for actresses out there. Did that, came back to New York, just finished a 3-year MFA program at the Actors Studio at Pace University while I was shooting Power, while doing pilot season. And just basically haven't stopped the hustle. While I was hustling, got Power. And thank goodness, thank God. Very grateful for that. And just been doing it since.
So what's your life been like since Power? How's it changed since being on Power?
Well, I get stopped every now and then. Some people like the pink sneakers character.
Got you.
They like it.
Now, okay, was that
like
was that written in the pink sneakers, or is that something you just...
No, that was all Courtney.
Okay.
That was all Courtney. She can be so fierce and masculine in her writing, but also be somewhat of a feminist, in the mix of all that, which is beautiful, which is makes her who she is, And so she made this this fierce assassin, a female character, and she's wearing pink sneakers. I mean, that's just like ridiculous and awesome. And she did that, and it started off as a very small role, and then we started going with it, and she just was loving it and developed the character, and we kept on going and going. And I was originally contracted just for a select amount of episodes, and then all of a sudden my contract kept on expanding because people were just responding to it, and I was loving it. I mean, I get to practice with knives, with guns. I mean, I'm working with like some of the best stunt coordinators ever.
So you do your own stunts?
Yeah, yeah. I was actually hired originally as a stunt woman / actress.
Okay.
And it was Courtney that allowed my character to expand in the acting, capacity. So, but yeah, that was all stunts, and so it developed, and people were really responding to it really well. So, but people love that shit. I mean, I don't know.
Dope.
Hey, who doesn't love a female assassin? I mean, let's be real.
It's sexy, absolutely.
I mean, and she's Latina, come on.
Stop it.
And she's Colombian, come on. And Courtney wrote that into the script. She wrote that I'm Colombian, that my character was Colombian. I live in Miami. My grandfather, I'm going back to Medellin. She allowed all that to happen. And, thanks to her, it was a beautiful thing. I'm very grateful to her forever, and to the cast and the crew.
So
it was a beautiful thing.
So is it? I have a lot of black actors come up, and actresses and actors alike have their own struggle as they grow and grind. What's the Latina actress struggle like? What are some of the holes and loops that you have to jump through?
Right. Yeah. Well, it's a very good question. For Latinas, I guess I'll say from my perspective, it's that we speak a certain way but then also it has to be like who's dictating the story. If it's West Coast, then the Latina is like a Mexican, a Chicana. Is she Mexican American? Then she's a Chicana gangster chick, right? If she's New York, then she's a Puerto Rican, Dominican, like and she sounds ghetto, and she's blah, blah, blah. Not that Puerto Ricans and Mexicans are any of these things, they can be everything. Some of them are, some of them aren't. But it's what they see in their minds. And on top of that, it's, I don't know, I'm not making it up, but for some reason, it's like Latinas are like this sexy, voluptuous freaking thing, where it's like, we play the prostitutes, we play the hooker, we play the mistress, we play the sexy maid, we play all these, stereotypes, And so, those are the, I think every ethnicity
has one, yeah.
And sex, male or female, all religion, everything. Everybody plays, I guess they have to deal with those stereotypes. And those are certainly the stereotypes that Latinas deal with. And being a New Yorker, I get, that usually it's that audition. It's like, be more, be more ghetto, be more sexy, and it's just like, come on, there's got to be more to us. There is more to us, and there's got to be more opportunities for us to explore those stories. There's a lot more stories to tell.
Dope. So what would you think is the prime optimum role for you? If you could write yourself a role, what would it be?
Well, I've actually written my own role. I'm part of the Labyrinth Theater Company and part of the Actors Studio also. And they encourage us to write our own roles and our own stories. And so I've written a story that I've already put up 3 times on stage. And that is the story of 3 Latinas. The Dominican Latina from the Heights, the Spaniard coming into New York and being like that European Latina, and then like kind of caught in the middle, which is me, how I feel sometimes, being South American, being Colombian. So you don't really fit in with like the urban Puerto Rican Dominicans, and you don't fit in with the Europeans, and you're just like, okay, I'm not Spanish enough, I'm not white enough, I'm not black enough, I'm not like hood enough, I'm not classy enough, I'm not anything. Where the hell do I belong? And so that's the play that I'm writing, and it's about 3 Latinas. So actually, I am writing my own role.
Dope.
And I would suggest that for all artists. Create your own work, create your own art, create your own roles.
What's it like working with 50 Cent?
It was actually one of the most inspiring
Really? Why inspiring?
Yeah, actually, very, very inspiring. To see, okay, so we had this one scene, I don't know, for your audience, if they catch up on Power, but episode 7, season 1, we're in a jail cell and I'm speaking to him one-on-one. And we were shooting that scene, and in between takes, he would look at me and be like, he'd put his hand on top of my hand and be like, listen, the next one, I promise I'm gonna be better. I'll get the next one. I'll get the next one. And I'm like, wow, here is this like powerhouse. This guy's like a mogul, really. Succeeds in everything. And he's telling me that he's going to be better in the next. And I'm like, that's humility, and that is trying to be better. Always being open to being better. And I couldn't believe it. And, because acting is not his, like, major thing, right? And he's new to it, and he was, like, humble enough and open enough to look at another actor and be like, I'm going to get at the next one. And I was just like, wow, this is why he's amazing. Because he can look at somebody else and be like, I want to learn from you, I'm going to be open to this, and I want to be better. And I was like, wow, this is why he is who he is.
Dope. So Sunday Sit Down, it's your main man, EmEz. One of my interns told me that they watched an interview with you, and you said that you wouldn't mind being typecast.
Yeah.
Is it true?
Yeah, 100%.
Why? Tell me why. Because a lot of actors don't want to be typecast because they want to show range and who they are. Why do you take the opposite part of that?
Listen, showing the range will come, but work is work. Okay, I've been in this grind for 10 years. If I get a job, I'm gonna take that job and I'm gonna kill it as much as I can. And then when I kill it, and I keep killing it and keep killing it and keep killing it in my typecast roles, I will one day have the opportunity to be like, no, this is what I'm gonna do.
Gotcha.
That's why, because I'm grateful for work. It is so tough to be an artist and to get paid for what you do. And I'm grateful for anything that comes to me. Now, I'm not saying that I'll accept anything. No, of course, you have to have your standards and you work up to, what you want. But at the end of the day, no, I respect the grind. I respect the hustle. And I'm okay with being typecast. Fine, you guys want me to be the bad girl? I will be the bad girl, and I'll eat that up to the bank so I can afford my student loans. And then after that, I will dictate, and I will create my own movie. I'll executive produce my own films, and then show you my range after I paid off the student loan that was for the master's degree I just got from the Actors Studio.
Dope. Oh, and listen, Leslie Lopez is not playing the ground.
No.
So Sunday Sit Down is your main man, EmEz. You can feel the Colombianness.
Do you feel it?
Seeping through the pores.
Colombiana.
What's next for you? No. Don't answer that. Don't answer that. I want to get to this question first. Where did you leave off on Power? For the people that don't know the show, the last time they seen you on Power.
Who don't know the show.
Well, don't know the show, but aren't well versed in it. Okay. What was your character? Where did they leave off with your character?
My character failed a hired task.
Okay, is she dead or is she not? Man, come on. That's what I wanted to know. Is she dead or not?
Stay tuned, my friend. Stay tuned, EmEz.
She did that on purpose. Okay, I got you. All right.
EmEz. It's like the Pez, like the candies, like Pez. Like, ooh, did something come out? Like, EmEz. What comes out? Words, probably.
See.
Words, probably. Words. But no candy.
I got, you know what? It's gonna keep it clean. I've got a son at home. Daddy is going to keep it clean. It's the Sunday Sit Down. It's your main man, EmEz. Leslie Lopez is in the building. So let's get back to that question. What's next for you?
I am doing a few feature films this year, which I'm very happy about.
You care to tell me which ones they are?
Well, I just finished one that's called The Hudson Tribes, and that is through the production company LPZ Media, and that happens to also be my brothers. They are filmmakers, director, producers, and they just did a crazy feature film in Rockland County about the racial division that's happening in the Hudson Valley. That's a major, major issue. So we did that. It's called Hudson Tribes. Look out for it. And then this January, I'm going to be doing a film called If We Left. That's a major, major feature film about a story that happened with this Mexican and black dude that stayed in a nursing home after it got foreclosed on, and everybody left. All the employees left except for the janitor and the chef. And they took care of all of the elderly patients in this nursing home for 5 days, and they did everything: the medications, the changing, the food, the cleaning, everything. Because if they left, no one would have been there. So I'm working on that film. It's going to be based on true events, like I said, and look out for that. It's going to be a great film. So
you mentioned your family. Were they real supportive of your dream of being an actress and pursuing this acting?
No, of course. I told you I was working in politics for a while, and I was a poli-sci major. I was ready to go to law school. I was working for Hillary Clinton, and so of course, and being first generation, like we literally. I'm not even first generation. Like we literally came to the United States when I was 8. So being a child of immigrants, of course, they want you to do like the normal 9-to-5 white picket fence normal life. And when I said I want to be an artist, they were like, "What are you talking about? Like, no, that's not what we set you up for." And I feel them. I understand, but I tell them they did such a good job that they skipped a generation. They showed me so much. They did such a good job that they brought me to great schools and let me travel and see beautiful things that I thought, like, wow, life is more than just getting by. Today they see that you're making money. Finally, they're okay with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, listen, thank you. It was amazing talking to you. Thank you for coming by.
EmEz, what's up? I like him. EmEz. Hashtag EmEz. I like it, EmEz.
She's going to play me. She's going to continue. Thank you for coming by. Tell everybody
Thank you for having me.
Tell them how they can get in contact with you.
Yes.
Emails, Instagrams, and Twitter.
Of course. Instagram is at Leslie Lopez. Twitter at the Lopez. And then, Facebook, Leslie Lopez. And I say Lopez, I just want everybody to know, because that's my real name, okay? I'm not just doing that because it's it's a thing.
What thing could that be?
I don't know, like catchy, I don't know, like it's a thing. Like, no, it's really my name. It's Leslie Lopez, and it just, obviously, it's available everywhere I go. Like on emails and things, it's always available. So, yes. So, Twitter at the Lopez, and Instagram, Leslie Lopez.
Got you. And I will be tuned into Power for the first couple of episodes to see you there, because I know you'll be back next season.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Almost got her! It's the Sunday Sit Down. Leslie, thank you for coming by.
You're awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Mwah. Thank you.
Another example of how easy does it. Who y'all want? Oh, yeah. Why not take all of it? Who y'all come to see? Yeah.
Power 105.1.